Assalamu alaikum. How are you, everyone? I hope you are doing well. Me, Mr. Moath, I will explain to you today lesson 15.2. Today lesson will talk about how to find mean of dataset. Our objective will be today find the mean of dataset and recognize its value as measure of center. What do we mean by mean or average? To understand what's the meaning of mean or what we call the average, remember when you need to find the average mark of your marks in different subjects in the school. Example, if you have 3 subjects, in math you get 9 out of 10, in science you get 8 out of 10, in English you get 10 out of 10. Then you ask yourself, what's your average mark in these 3 subjects? What I need to do to find the average or the mean or for these 3 subjects, 3 marks. Of course, we will come back to this example by the end of the lesson to find the mean of these 3 marks. Let's move now. Now, what is mean? The mean is a measure of central that can be used to summarize a data distribution. The mean or average is the sum. How to find it? This is the mean. How to find it? The mean or average is the sum of all the values. This means we have to add all the values in a data set. Then we divide by the total number of data set values in the set. It means we need to add all the values and divide them by number of the values. Let's see this example. Carla is in a bowling league. What's the mean or average final score of the 5 bowlers on her team? Here we have 5 final scores: 95, 87, 84, 81, and 83. He won the mean or the average of these 5 final scores. Of course, from the definition or the definition of the mean applies that you need to add, because he said sum of all the values. We have to add all the values. This is step 1. Let's see. In step 1, add the final score in the data set. Now, as you can see, the marks are 95, 87, 84, 81, 83. So the first step, we have to add them all because we need to find the sum of all of these scores. So if we add them, we get 430. So the sum of the final scores for all the 5 bowlers is 430. Now the first step. And the second step, we have to divide the sum by the number of the values in the data set. How many values we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we divide 430 by 5. As you can see, the answer is 86. So the mean or the average of the final score is 86. So let's remember now, we need to do 2 steps. First, we add all the values, then we divide the sum by the number of these values. Here we divide by 5 because we have 5 values. So let's go back to the question that we applied in the beginning. Here, now I think most of you get the average mark after they get this example, because the first step we need to add these 3 marks, 9 plus 8 plus 10, then we divide the sum, which is 27, by what? By 3, because we have 3 values. So as you can see, 27 divided 3 is 9. Let's proceed. Here, I'm going to discuss with you these 5 questions for better understanding of the lesson. Gister scored 84, 88, and 80 on his first 3 math tests. This is the same for example. How can you find his mean or average score on these tests? Here in this question, he didn't ask me find the mean. He asked me how you find the mean. So we need to explain to him how to find the mean. Of course, we can summarize this in 2 words: add and divide. Add what? We need to add these 3 marks or these 3 scores and divide them by 3. This in the first question. In the second question, he asked me what the Chester mean score. So in this question, he needs me to find the answer. Let me check. Here, as I told you, you add the 3 marks, the 3 test scores, and divide the sum by 3. Why 3? The number of tests. So now in the question number 2, he asked me find or what is the tester's mean score, mean or the average. Here the explanation, we add, as I told you, we find the sum. We add 84 plus 88 plus 80 equal what? 252. Now we divide the sum by 3 because we have 3 values. 252 divided 3 equals 84. So as you can see, it's 84. Now I think most of you get the point of the lesson. Here, put in your mind, if we put another values, another tests, another scores, if the value more than the mean, this will increase the mean. If it is less than the mean, this will decrease the mean. Now, suppose Chester scores a 90 on his next test without doing any calculations, will his mean score increase, decrease, or stay the same? Explain how you know. As you can see, the mean score will increase. Of course, 90 is big mark. So, sample as you can see, 90 is greater than the mean on his first 3 tests. So as I told you, so this high mark, this will increase his mean. He didn't ask me to find the mean. He just asked me, is his mean will be increased or decreased or stay the same? So it will be increased because 90 is high mark. Now, to finalize our explanation, let me talk about these 2 questions, number 4 and number 5. Here we have some classes, teacher, Miss Green, Miss Nisbet, and Mr. Nisbet, and I'm sorry, Miss Green, Mr. Nisbet, and Miss Jackson. Miss Green has 15 boys and 14 girls. Mr. Nisbet has 12 boys and 12 girls, and Miss Jackson has 12 boys and 16 girls. Now, in number 4, he asked me what's the mean number of boys. He focused on the boys in the 3 classes. What's the mean number of girls in the 3 classes? He want the mean for boys and the mean for girls. So first, let me find the mean for boys. As you can see, to find the mean, as I told you, you have to add all these numbers, all the values. 15 plus 12 plus 12 equals 39. Now we divide 39 by 3 because we have 3 values equals 13. Sometimes, guys, the mean can be decimal, not whole number. Now for the girls, we add the values. 14, 12 plus 16 equals 42. 42 divide 3 equals 14. As you can see here, guys, this is 13, the mean for boys, and here 14, the mean for girls. Now let's go to number 5. What's the mean number of students in the 3 classes? Now he deal with them as classes. Class of Miss Green, and class of Mr. Nisbet, and class of Miss Jackson. Now in Miss Green class, we have 15 plus 14 equals 29 students. In Mr. Nisbet class, we have 12 plus 12 equal 24 students. And in Miss Jackson, we have 12 plus 16, so we have 28 students. Now he wants the mean of the 3 classes. I talk about the students now, not boys, not girls, the students in general. Now we add them all, the 3 values, 29 plus 24 plus 28 equals 81. 81 divide 3 equals 27. So the mean will be 27. Now it's your turn, guys. Now it's your turn. You have to complete, use this table, use the data shown in the table to find each mean. I want you to find number 6, technical mark from judge, mean of technical marks, these technical marks. Oh guys, you have decimal numbers, so you have to find all of them and divide by number of the values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 values, and presentation marks, and you have to continue number 8 and number 9. So now I will leave the ground for you, and you have to complete the classwork, do questions 6, 7, 8, 9, and after you finish these questions, please go to do the challenge, question number 15 with its parts, all of its parts, true or false. Thank you very much. See you soon. Mr. Moath Al-Jibawi.